Welcome back. You're watching the news here at CNN News 18. We have some international breaking news coming in for you. India at the United Nations UNHRC has called out Sri Lanka for what they're calling a lack of measurable progress on Sri Lanka's commitments for a political solution to the ethnic Tamil minority issue. They've said the government is urging Sri Lanka to take immediate and credible action to fulfill its commitments. This is a rare display of disapproval of Sri Lanka's actions or inactions, obviously, in this case. And it's important to note that this note is coming right after, remember, a Chinese spy vessel was allowed to dock at the Hambantota port despite objections raised by India. Again, I should point out that it was believed that this was a spy vessel. We didn't obviously receive any confirmation on that from China. Sources have said that India's overall position on the human rights situation in Sri Lanka hasn't changed. Let's go with my colleague Siddhant right now to understand more. Siddhant, a quick history lesson, if you could just give our audiences on what the minority ethnic issue in when it comes to Tamils in Sri Lanka actually is and what the action India has asked for in this case has been in the past. Tell us more, please.
Well, look, time and again, India has been reminding Sri Lanka of the commitment for 13th Amendment of the Constitution. So in 1987, the 13th Amendment of the Constitution was passed, which gives more right to the ethnic Tamil community in Sri Lanka and also declared Tamil as the official language of the island nation. Now, this time around again in UNHRC, India has reminded Sri Lanka about the full implementation of 13th Amendment of the Constitution, which means that India still supports and India will keep on supporting the Lankan Tamils for justice, dignity, peace, and also India supports stability and territorial integrity of Sri Lanka. Now, this particular reaction, disapproval, public disapproval of India coming on an international stage has come at a time when India has already expressed and has given a reaction on Chinese ship. Sri Lanka allowing Chinese spy vessel at its port. And in fact, this is also coming at a time when India has helped Sri Lanka in the financial crisis and in fact has financially extended assistance worth $3.8 billion. So many are seeing this particular reaction of India as a follow-up counter reaction to the spy Chinese vessel, which was allowed by the Sri Lankan government at its port. Also, India has always been committed to the cause of Tamilian community in Sri Lanka, and also has been raising questions regarding the territorial integrity of Sri Lanka, because many still blame China for the economic crisis in the island nation. So India has also spoken about that. But this recent statement of India has once again put pressure on Sri Lanka for full implementation of the 13th Amendment of the Constitution, which means justice, dignity, justice and dignified life for the Tamilian community, and also the commitment that Sri Lankan government should show for the 13th Amendment that is not being shown by the government right now. So it also establishes that. So this is, many are seeing this as India, trying to put pressure on Sri Lanka because again China is trying to in a way use the Sri Lankan ports and to park their vessels, and this is a follow-up reaction that India has given at an international level.
Siddhant, thank you so much for bringing us that context. For our audiences, we are going to very quickly have to move on. That was international news. Right now, though, we're moving into